everyone, this is Cinema.
And this is Johannes.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And in this video we are giving you our final thoughts, rambling style, for the Castles of Burgundy Special Edition. Last week you got our playthrough, which was obviously filmed right before this. If you watch how the board set is like, not gonna try to, we set it up the exact same way a week later to film the video. Wearing the same clothes and all of that. No, it's the same time. And that is how editing works. We can put it out in different times of day. Okay, so this is not going to be like when we make reviews now, we have kind of like notes and all of that. This is not going to be that kind of video because this is not going to be like a full review of Castles of Burgundy because we love the game. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and it's always going to be one of my favorite games of all time.
Yes, and we have reviewed it on our channel before.
We have not.
No,
we have done like a comparison.
The second edition.
We did a comparison video, I think. Yeah.
But it's not a new game. It's an existing game, just in a new package.
Yes. A bigger package, a maybe better package.
Not the same game in a new package.
No.
Per se.
And it's
new components and stuff.
Yes, it's not the same. It's the same game.
Yes.
It's not the same components. Yeah. But that is neither here nor there. What we're going to talk about in this video are the components. We are going to talk about like the hex tiles, the acrylic tiles, the 3D terrains that we didn't use in the playthrough because it would be hard to see what everything was from up there in the Magic Camera Land. Up here in the Magic Camera Land. And we're going to talk a bit about the Vineyards expansion as well, because that is kind of like the new thing in the game. So let's actually start with the Vineyard expansion, because sometimes we forget things we're supposed to talk about.
Let's start
with that one, which is kind of like the big thing. So let's do like reverse of reviews, because then we're going to talk about artwork and components at the end. So talk about the Vineyard expansion. How do you feel about it?
I feel positively things about it.
Yes.
That is not a thing.
Bye.
Yeah, but I like it because it doesn't take a lot of focus away from the core game. That this is still the main puzzle, but I like that these bonuses are so powerful that you feel like you can do both at the same time.
Yeah, and you own the game, so spoiler alert if you haven't seen the playthrough yet, you should. It's a week old.
I enjoy this puzzle.
And also, it's there.
It's there.
The
points. Yes. Okay.
Sorry, continue.
No, it's fine. I like the puzzle. What do you think?
I think that it's fun. I think like the same thing, and we talked about this after we played it like the last time before the playthrough, and we were like, what do we think about these expansions? Because before we played the anniversary version of the game, we had never played any expansions of Castles of Burgundy, and we had played that game like 30 times with just the duchess that came in the board, and we never felt like, oh, this game needs more stuff.
No.
And I'm thinking the same of all of these expansions, is that all of them are good.
Yeah.
But I don't need any of them.
Yes.
But when they're here, I'm happy that they're so simple to put in.
Yeah.
We played a game with kind of like everything, like the trade routes, the vineyard, the additional scoring for the castles
shields.
Here. And for me, that kind of made this game like just like a tiny bit too much. So I think playing with the vineyard and the trade route, like the trade route, it's somebody was in the comments like, isn't that just placing them? Yeah, but you're thinking a bit more about which ones to sell, which one to get, and all of that is more important there. So it's kind of like adds a little bit, and this game is best for me when it just like flows in a great way.
I agree.
So my thoughts about the Vineyard expansion is that it's a good expansion, and one that it's weird. Like, okay, I'm going to ask you now.
Yeah.
Next time we play this game.
Yes.
And you get to choose Vineyard expansion or no Vineyard expansion. What would you choose?
Well, actually, I have played heavily with the Vineyard expansion every time we've played this new edition.
Yeah.
So I would maybe then not go for the Vineyard. Maybe I will change like my playing style up a little bit by not having, maybe include some of the other expansions instead, because I agree with you. All of them at the same time was a little overwhelming for me. It made me too AP for it to flow nicely. But overall, I think I most often would choose to play with it because I thought it was an additional layer that I enjoy. But I agree, I don't need any of it. If you are happy with your version of Castles of Burgundy and you're wondering if you should get the new one just for this,
no,
I don't think it's necessary by all means.
But I don't think that anybody is going to get this for the expansion.
I don't think it, just if you were wondering
it's like it's an additional action. It's kind of like we just reviewed Village, the big box. All the expansions there were basically like a couple of new actions, and that's the same here.
Yes.
Like adding small things to the game. We always have played with all of like the inns are good, all of like the small extra monasteries, the extra things that just go into the game. Those are simple. They're duchies that you get randomly. Those we don't take out, the ones from different expansions.
That's true.
So it's basically like the shields and playing with or without the scoring, and the vineyard and the trade route, which are kind of like the expansions.
Yes.
So I'm happy that everything is in here.
That is the conclusion.
That is the conclusion,
right?
basically. Like the Vineyard expansion is great. Like it
I enjoy it.
Fits the game.
Yeah.
It is a great implemented in the game. It adds like another thing where you're like, oh no, you took that tile from me.
Yes.
So we have only played 2 players because we only play Castles of Burgundy 2 players. But yeah, all of that. Like so basically, I like it. It's good.
You don't need it.
If you want to see more about how it works, go and see how Sunniva made it look very good. I made it look okay in the playthrough from last week. Let's talk about then all the components and stuff.
Yeah.
And let's first, do you want to briefly go through like the artwork now that we've seen it a bit more than we did in the unboxing video?
Yeah, that is a good plan, because the artwork was really what I was not happy about in the last version of the game, the anniversary edition. The artwork made the game less logical. No, that is not overviewable.
But I think people understand what I mean. Like it was like art over functional. Thingy.
Thank you. That is words that I'm looking for. I think that the artwork in this game is phenomenal. But I think the animals is easy to differentiate. I think the buildings is easy to differentiate. I think the symbology on these monasteries is fine. I think that I love the little detail that you mentioned in the playthrough, that this building tile has green and blue roofs, because it's a hint to what you can do, which is take a green or blue building. So I'm overall super happy with the artwork, and I think
just to continue on that.
Yes.
Like this, the boarding house has the same color as the workers, so you remember
really
that
nice.
you're gonna take the workers. So they're like color coding it, trying to make it easier for you to remember them. So it took like one play because it's kind of different than it was in the other games. So you have to, but the tower is a tower. But other than that, like it's kind of, okay, this is that building. But you learn them pretty fast, and the play rates are fantastic.
Yes. And like the old original version, we have played so many times that I don't need to look up which buildings are which anymore. I know them by heart. But this game, I have to check the player rate sometimes because I'm not that familiar with it yet. We haven't played it 20 times yet.
Nope, only 19.
But they are so unique, so I will get there with this version. But not right now.
No, sounds weird for me to then say, I remember them all.
Yeah,
but
you are good at that stuff.
I am, yes. I don't remember all of the monasteries, but most of them are pretty self-explanatory.
That is.
So, let's talk a bit about, like, because I agree with you. I think that everything here looks amazing.
Yeah.
I think we should do one thing. I just saw a couple of weeks ago, Thicker Themer made, I'm lying, it was today, but a couple of weeks ago, when you watched this video, Thicker Themer made a video, like, talking about which, like, do you want to play with the cardboard, the acrylic hexes, or the 3D terrain?
Please recap it for me, because I was at work, so I couldn't see it, because I saw it came out.
Yes, but I'm not going to recap it for you, because that's what I talked about, and you can go and watch that video. We're going to link it in the description. You can. I will now tell you what they said in that video.
Okay, that is better way to do it.
Pause the video, come back, or just watch this one first. So I think we should do the same thing, because that's what people are wondering.
I agree.
People probably got their answer from that video, but we can answer it as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know when this game is coming to retail. I don't know like how available the acrylic tiles are going to be. I don't know how available the terrain pack is going to be.
Yeah.
I don't know any of that. I don't know if there's going to be like a reprint of it. I don't know any of those things.
We don't know the pricing of it
so
either.
We are just talking about, we know the pricing on Kickstarter.
Yeah, but not the retail one. No.
And I'm guessing like the retail is going to be with, or it is going to be with the cardboard.
Yes.
But then maybe this will be an add-on. I don't know. So let's talk cardboard hexes. The positive thing about them is that they have the words on the back.
Yeah, what they do
and
is written.
I love that. I really like when we did the unboxing. You can go and check that. That was like a genuine because we hadn't really followed on with the update, so it was like a genuine expression of wow, that is on there.
Yeah.
But so you could probably then play the game with all the tiles the other way around and see what the things do. But if you're not doing that, that means that for it to make any sense, or you could place them out here basically with that side, and then when you take them you can place them, so you can have them upside down. That's probably the way that you're supposed to play them, with the text here and then place it out. Makes the game look less beautiful.
But I love that option. Yes. I love that option.
And also that makes more sense than the way I was thinking that you were flipping things.
Flipping it over here to see what it was doing.
Because that makes sense. And that also makes the game easier to learn for new players.
That's true.
But if you have played, and I understand that. If you're new to the game, absolutely understand that. But this new player aid, really, if this wasn't here, I would agree. Like I would feel like, those text on the back, really important. But for me personally, and I think for you as well, this one is more than enough to not need it.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
Let's talk about this. Or do you want to add something?
No, that's fine.
Sorry, I was just rambling on.
So fine.
Your turn. Talk about acrylic tiles.
Yeah, I love how they look. The board, like the regular cardboard tokens, also look fine.
Oh yeah,
but
absolutely.
These are like stunning.
Yes,
I really love them, and I feel like we have played. This time is actually the first time we have played with just these acrylic tiles.
Yeah.
Because in the other times we have played, we have switched them out with the
talk
terrain tiles.
Afterwards.
Yeah. But I'm still at the acrylic tiles. But I really enjoy how it looks. I don't need the terrain tile, is what I mean. I think
make it
this,
look beautiful.
This is beautiful as well, and they are really chunky and nice. And I can see that some of them have like small scratchings on them from being like beside each other inside the bag.
Absolutely.
But they still look beautiful.
Some have some like small bubbles and stuff like that. But yeah, they are these are one of my favorite pieces in a board game ever. Like the Luxified pieces. They look beautiful, they feel beautiful.
I love these.
Yeah,
these
like
are so
everything.
nice.
Like if you just went for these, like the tiles, that is like very, very nice.
Super happy.
These like the rounded edges, everything with these Scream Deluxe Luxury screams the way this game finally has a beautiful version, basically. And these ones, I'm happy these aren't in acrylic. They didn't need that, and also you get like a differentiation from there's a wooden good tiles.
Those are beautiful as well.
Everything just looks beautiful. But back to the acrylics.
Yes.
they are so smooth. So let's talk about the 3D terrain pieces. We don't have them here. We probably have some pictures that you can see, and you can see pictures and you can see the unboxing and all of that. How did you feel playing with those?
I felt like I thought it may be fiddly taking them up and down, but it was very easy to take what you wanted. And it was very quick to just switch it out because this was on the board here and I took it here, and when it was not my turn I could just switch it out with the one that I wanted. So I feel like it was very little hassle and very quick, and it is like, this is beautiful, but it was really cool with the 3D pieces. It's blinged up.
It's something else. Yeah. I agree with you. Like, I was 100% sure that it would be too much work. It would take much time, because one of the things I love about Castles of Burgundy is that it's taking not a long time. Like, it's a 1 hour, 15 minutes, 1 hour to half an hour, 1 hour to half an hour, 1 hour to 90 minutes with two people, and that flow is very important for me in that game. I think, and I think it's pretty accurate, is that we spent maybe it added 3 minutes to the game. Something like that, because there was a couple of times I had to like ask you for a piece because that was on your side, and stuff like that. Of course, it's going to take more space, because you need to have like these two big trays as well on the board, and these, and then you have the last board, you have the monastery tiles on there, because you have to exchange these and you place them on a sideboard or just beside your board, whatever you want. So it's, I think it's very hard.
Well, I would say that when we talked about which version we were going to get of this game, I was actually voting for these because I looked at the picture at the Kickstarter page and I was just like, these look amazing. Sorry. I'm not doing these things, so I have no idea.
People know what I mean. So.
So I didn't really feel the need for those terrain tiles.
No, they're just bling. Like these are blinged out, and then you have like super deluxe bling basically.
And if it wasn't for that, this is one of my favorite games ever made. I would maybe like. It was like, that is a thing. I don't need it. But now that we have it, I think it's really cool because this is a special game for me.
Yeah, and I think now, like, because now we have played the game quite a few times, and then we did a playthrough, and now we're gonna do this video, and that means that we're probably not gonna play the game for a while again.
Yes.
I think that when we take that out, I'm gonna spend those extra, let's say, 10 minutes.
I agree.
To set that up and have that there and tear it like it. The most time it takes, of course, is to put it back in the box.
Yeah.
So let's say it takes 10 minutes more to play with that. I'm going to do that because Castles of Burgundy is a special game for me. If you were to play this every day, maybe you think it's too much. Maybe you don't. Basically, that is 100% you. I like them. It's not a thing you need. No, and I'm 100% sure Awakened Realms know that as well. That it's not like, oh, everybody needs to play with these 3D tiles that you put on your board. Because you don't, but it makes the game even... It's kind of special to see one of these games that we have played for 10 years that means so much to us. It was like the game that got you on from playing Dominion and Carcassonne into more heavy games. And now you're so good at games, I never win anymore. But that's fun. And see that in that 3D environment. See like the castles towering, seeing the buildings, seeing all of that. It adds to it. And we are people who likes... playing things that look beige.
Yeah, all the
beige
stuff.
And have no colors and no components and some like dust you find in your pocket. That's good enough for us. But this is just a special thing for me. This special edition.
Yeah, and I think what you see on but that is what I was going to say. I feel like people will feel in their gut if they need all the blinged out stuff. And that's completely personal. Some would think it's utterly unnecessary, but I think it's very cool.
Yeah, we don't know anything about the retail version, but let's say I think it's going to be the same as like the retail box of the game. And then it comes like that's probably going to be more expensive than buying like the old Castles of Burgundy. And then it comes down to like preferences. Do not get the anniversary edition in the middle. You get the expansions. So if you want expansions, this is the way to go.
Yes.
But if you just want a game and you don't care about the better artwork and the text on the back of the tiles and all of that, you can just get the cheap old version. But I think like everything with just the retail version here, everything here is better than and you get the expansion, you get all the boards and all of that. So I think like that is the way to go. If you know you like the game, if you just want to check it out, I think you can play it on BGA or on one of the other like digital implementations of it as well.
If I should, I'm heavily influenced by that. I love the game. I can feel that now.
Super biased. That way.
Super biased. Yeah. But if I should recommend one version, I would recommend this, like
the retail one, which you can get. Probably.
The retail one of this. Not the anniversary edition, that is like on the bottom, then it's the original, then it's this on top of that. Yeah. And that is no matter how blinged out you want this game, I think it's the superior option either way.
That is true. I think that's a good note to end the video on.
Yes.
We got through the things we wanted to say. We hope this video gave you some information in ways about this game and not the other games. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video and maybe you've seen other videos of us, then you can help us out in a big way. It's small for you, but big for us by giving us a victory point.
And we get victory points in life and YouTube when you hit that subscribe button down there. So make sure to click the bell button to get notifications every time we post a new video.
And that is the end of this video. I'm Johannes.
I'm Sunniva.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.